1986, our federal government suggested that our liberties would be eroded and is a real danger to the gradualness through automation, integration, and interconnection, right? And really, basically what they're trying to say is, if privacy goes away, what does it mean to us? If we no longer own ourselves, we don't own our thoughts, we don't own who we are, I would argue secrets are part of humanity. Right? So this is my personal editorial comments on it. Think about how it changes if it's a right. How does it change? It changes that the stuff that you're not even aware that people are doing to you, which is not data security, it's schema security. You realize that there are plenty of schemas out there that they know you just by pressing a button on a schema and it hits a piece of data point throughout the internet, which isn't co-located in one database, isn't under PCI because there's one digit here and there's another digit 400 miles away in another data center. Those schemas get around almost all these privacy laws. These privacy laws are written around data. Those schemas collect Uber, essentially this is the big data problem. They collect Uber the data. That data collectively come together at that point now may become PII, right? But typically not in an industry or a domicile that cares about it, right? It's the other problem with laws is that there's this notion that domicile, that everything that we do is inside or intra the US. If it's a right, the company who owns that product or process is violating your human right. And it's criminal action. And it's to be actually conducted in the courts. And it's essentially uber centralized into what is criminal activity. Contract law is frequently just civil problems, right? This is how you're being collected today. It's through a collection of AI. And more and more, that's how it's going to be done in the future. That's how they know who you are, where you are, what you want, when you want it, when you wake up and how you want it. You lose yourself in that. Is it a losing battle? Have anybody been watching what's going on with Windows 10? Does anybody really understand? If you think that this stuff we were gaining momentum at privacy, and when you look at this, I don't know how you can make the case, right? Fundamentally, Windows 10 will track everything that you do, everywhere you go, everywhere you are, and sell it. That's the idea, right? It's going to automate all processes, including security and updates. It will automate all processes about what you do, when you do it, where on the operating system you actually normally migrate to, what apps you normally have, and how you actually integrate with it. So it's here today.